This program is designed to provide general information with regards to the subject matters covered. This information is given with the understanding that neither the hosts, guests, sponsors, or station are engaged in rendering any specific and personal, medical, financial, legal, counseling, professional service, or any advice. You should seek the services of competent professionals before applying or trying any suggested ideas.
All right, so I've been looking forward to this show. It's been a long time. I first met this young lady back in February. I didn't know who she was. I thought she was going to be interesting, and she was interesting. But it was one of those things where I'm like, who are we talking to? But first of all, let's get to this. It's good to see Tosh from Miami. Hi, Tosh. How you doing? It's good to see Terry from Redondo Beach, California. Hello, Nonstop.
Hello.
And you know what? From all of this, we are live. It's movie reviews and more. I'm in a different location. I'm at my friend Sherry Foster's house in West Hollywood. In California. So what makes this very, very interesting is that here we are, K4HD Talk Radio, TV, and podcasting. Talk for media, radio, TV, podcasting, and obviously live worldwide around the world on all platforms. So with that, we have to talk to Ursula on this because I've been watching her. I've actually been stalking her, but she doesn't know it. I've actually been watching the things that she's been doing. She's got our show that we did. It's got almost 9,000 views on it on her site. I'm like, good for her. And so what? International Bestselling Author of Live the Upway. Terry, you will like this. Certified Law of Attraction Practitioner certified. Yes, certified. Really important. Meditation and mindful coach. We all need that. The one and only Ursula Perl. Ursula, it's good to see you here. I know you've been waiting for this a long time. And you know what, girls? It's 2:00 in the morning where she is.
Wow, where are you?
Oh my. I'm from Austria, Vienna.
Where are you?
From Austria.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh
well,
my
it's
God.
geez, it's 5:00 here in California.
Oh, nice. No, it's 2 a.m. here. But I take a nap.
So here's the thing about this. She's been looking forward to this since February. And I said, we're at that point, we were booked at the end of July, I think, at the point. So now we're booked until the end of October. So time goes kind of quick, doesn't it, Ursula? Because you've been doing a lot of stuff. I've been paying attention to what you've been doing.
Oh, yes. Time was flying so fast. I have no idea where all this time and what happened. It happened so many things. I became the best-selling author. Then I've become a destiny coach, and you saw all my posts. I'm teaching authors to become a best-selling author, and so many things happened. And with Hesmark Publishing, Judy from Hesmark Publishing, we go into business together. We are offering meditations, book meditations, and so many things happened in my life. Time was flying.
And you also have the AR. Talk about that also too.
Exactly. It's on the book cover. This augmented reality. This brings the book into life. So it's this personal touch you have with the reader. So when they put the smartphone in front of the book, my book is the cover, they can hear me and they can see me, and I'm talking to the readers, and they can go on my website, and it's amazing. It's really an extreme innovative feature with the book.
Let me ask you this, and then I'm going to pass it over to the girls. Why were you looking forward to coming on to the show? I always wanted to find that out with you. What was it? What is it about movie reviews and more that you like, or that you've been watching? I'm curious.
it's I think it's what happens, what's behind the author, what is behind the person who is speaking to you. You want to know more about. You only when you're sitting at home and you're reading a book or seeing something, you have no idea about the person. You only have this sentences and this pages, but it's so empty. And when you have a person with you, I think this personal touch is so important. Exactly, especially at this, in this time here, when you have no contact to others. I think it's very important to know more about the person and things like that.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna pass this off to Tosh and Nonstop in a minute. So I always told her about you guys back in February. She had no idea what I was talking about. All she knew is that there's a bunch of co-hosts. They're all different places around the world. So I was always excited because she made me excited. Because it's hard to get excited sometimes for shows, and then you pop on. I'm like, wow, I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I said yes, because she's come a long way, and I couldn't be happier for her. And again, she's in Austria. So again, I don't even know if she's been to the U.S. or when she's planning on coming, but it's one of those things. Well, another international best-selling author that we will welcome when she comes to the U.S. So that's why I wanted to know that. All I know is that she's been paying attention to all of us, and thank you for that.
Oh, thanks. I really appreciate you and your show, and of course your beautiful girls. Your background.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I love you.
So are you guys still pretty much shut down there with COVID? Because we're pretty much opening up here, even in California.
Step by step, we are opening, and better. The gym is open now. That's the best thing for me. Because the gyms are open, and yes, we can go till 10 p.m. so it's okay. But we have to wear masks, and we are doing testing extremely. We test every 2 days, and yeah.
Oh wow!
Mm.
So they're like even stricter there than they are in the States. Then with the testing,
You have no testing?
No.
Okay.
Not anymore.
I mean, I didn't get. I mean, I think God got through this without getting it. Knock on wood. But I mean, I have never even had a test.
Oh wow! But when we have no test, you cannot go to the restaurant or to the gym or
No. I've never had a COVID test. I mean, I've been very active as far as trying to stay healthy, because I've been taking, I'm in fitness and health. And so my diet's pretty healthy. And I think that's one of the reasons that I didn't get sick, because I know I was exposed to it, but I didn't get it. I've been taking vitamin D the whole time, making sure that I've been getting sunlight, making sure I've been exercising, making sure I was eating right. And I think that, and then trying to keep my mental stage as positive as possible with all the craziness in the world, But
Ursula.
Okay, go ahead, Tosh. Go ahead.
I gotta say that I love the title of your book. I was the up. I didn't realize that it was like U.P. And then I was like, oh wait, like how to live the Ursula Perl way. So
yeah,
I love that. That was so cool.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. How did you? I mean, I could already tell. I haven't even read the book yet, but I could already tell that it's such a positive book about, because a lot of people want to live life happy, and sometimes people need the direction or somebody to tell them how to live, a happy life. So why did you want to write about this topic as for a book? What was it that you were like, oh my God, I need to tell people how I am living my best life?
Yeah, because I was the same like the most people here or in the world, I think. I live this average life, this 9-to-5 life. I have my structure every day, and this was for the last 22 years at the same company. And I thought everything's fine. I have a wonderful life and everything's good, but I never live my purpose, and I am not going outside of my comfort zone. And I said, is that really all? I don't know if I'm really happy, because I was complaining a lot. I have the false friends. I have many negative thoughts in my head. And I said, okay, let's change. And really, and my chapter's called Clean Up Your Life, and let's see how it works for you. Let the universe work for you, the law of attraction work for you. And everything is approved. Everything works for me. And I said, okay, you love books your whole life. Come on, write it down and bring it out to the world. Inspire other people and help them. And maybe they can live the happy life as you can now, because I thought everything's fine in my life. But I think when we are in this rat race, we are not open for the signals to say, you know what I mean?
Yeah, don't you think a lot of people are afraid to kind of go for their dreams because they get stuck into this, I have to do this and I have to live my life this way? And I think that was like the biggest lesson I learned, that I had. The only way that I was going to be happy in my life is if I let go of those expectations that other people had on me.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Because it will hold you back from accomplishing your dreams, because you I mean, you're not being selfish, but you have to sometimes like love yourself more so you can love others, if that makes any sense. And that's a lesson that like a lot of people don't get.
Exactly. I always said you must love yourself first, then you can love others. And I never believe that. I've always have this. I always want to be loved, but the expectations to be loved was so high for me. And I think it's not the right way. You must love yourself first. You find yourself beautiful and wonderful and enough. Enough is very important. Say to yourself, you are enough, you are wonderful, you're beautiful, and love you. And then you can spread out the love for others.
Yeah, I totally. But that's like the law of attraction too, So then if you're going to attract, and I think a lot of people with COVID too, they start to attract more negative energy because there's a negative energy in the world, and I've been guilty of it too. And so you just have to, get up every day and kind of look at the positives in life, even though it's hard,
Yeah,
So.
Exactly. And I think it's really we are all out of our comfort zone at COVID, and we changes. We are afraid of changes. Everything is afraid of changes. Oh my gosh, somebody happened, and we are out of control. They control us, and the fear is coming into our mind, and that's a big problem. To be happy, because you are controlled. You must find your happiness inside of you, and don't let the environment say to you what you have to do, because you always be inside. The inside is the happiness in you, and not the outside. This is what I'm telling in the book. You don't need money to change your life. You can change your life with your mind. You can change your habits. You can discipline yourself. You can go inside. You can change your friends.
Sometimes you need to do that.
It was a hard part for me too. Yes, it was really hard, because I thought, oh my gosh, I'm alone now. What should I do? I leave when I say goodbye to my old friends, to my complaining negative friends. But you attract the positive friends in your life when you change. It's always the same way.
Yeah, I had that conversation with Brian. Remember, Brian, I was saying that sometimes you just outgrow people?
Well, yes. That's why when I booked it back in February, I knew you wouldn't go through this. So I said, Ursula's got to be on this day. I mean, it's it's not a coincidence that, they're all coming up, and we need these inspirational, anything with meditation. I mean, even almost every single night I'm sitting there and I'm meditating, I'm manifesting things, because I want the whole team to prosper for what we're doing. That's really, really important to me. I call Roxy, I call Rebel, I call everybody, because they're in my thoughts. And if I'm thinking about you guys, that means you guys are important to me, because I don't take this lightly. I want everybody to succeed. Not everybody's going to get there, but we're doing our best to help who we can help.
Wow, this is wonderful.
So
How
All
about
good vibes.
I have a question, and I don't know. I never even asked Tasha this too. So, what are your thoughts on like different frequencies of music to meditate, like binary beats and that kind of stuff? Because I kind of listen to that sometimes when I can't sleep, because I feel that those are very healing sounds. So I don't know if like Tasha, if you ever do that, or like, what you guys' thoughts of that is.
I have done like
Mm-hmm.
meditations like daily,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like I honestly just search randomly on YouTube like meditation
Mm-hmm. For music.
challenges,
Mm-hmm.
and usually all the music that they put is a lot of like nature sounds, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of waves, a lot of like spiritual. So I don't know how to
It's based
describe
on
it.
frequencies. I don't know
Yes,
if you know that. It's
yes.
based on certain frequencies and certain God frequencies, certain tones. And they say that certain frequencies can affect your mood. Like, I mean, even like sometimes if you listen to angry music, you get angry. Sometimes it's good to get your aggression out. But but I kind of do think, sometimes when you just need that peace, those tones are healing. So I didn't know. I never even asked you about that, but you being a singer, I was just wondering what your opinion was on it. Yeah.
hey Tosh, give Ursula an idea of what you do.
Oh, well, I am a local artist in Miami, and started out my career about it like a year and a half ago during quarantine was when I started to like really get into what really made me happy. It's like if I read your book, I was like, listen, I need to live my life the way I want to, and I need to be happy with what I'm doing. So it was that moment that I took to just get all this energy and, release it out into the world, and I mean we're doing good. There's good moves going on. I'm recently getting signed to an independent record label down here in Miami, so it's like a lot of stuff has been like really happening and going, and it's because I took the step to want to live my happy life. So I wished I could have read. Honestly, I'm gonna buy your book because I love books like that. I got really inspired by The Magic by Rhonda Byrne, and I feel like your book is something similar of that. So I definitely want to read it to be able to enhance my happy life.
Oh, nice. Wow, wonderful. Rhonda Burns is a real big role model for me. She's amazing. Wow. She's so inspiring. Yeah. She's
I
the
was
best.
going to ask you if there's anyone that inspired you, like in the subject of like positive and meditation and all that. So Rhonda Byrne.
Rhonda Burns and Peggy McCall. She's a student of Bob Proctor. I don't know if you know her, but she's amazing. She's my mentor too. And these two women are amazing. They are so inspiring. They have this huge materials of the law of attraction inside, and they are living their purpose as you do now, because you have this energy. I feel that you're living your purpose with your public artist stuff. Yeah.
I'm glad you could feel it all the way to Austria. See, so
Yeah.
it's good.
It's here.
Hey, Tosh, give her a couple of your titles of some of your songs and your videos.
So
Yes.
definitely, right now I have about 5 songs, but my top song, I definitely recommend you to listen to. It's Spanish. It's called Menea. There's an official music video for that as well, so you can find that on my website, natasharumbosmusic.com, and you can go on my YouTube, check out my videos. They're all super organic. Like all of the videos have been shot like by my friends who we try to help each other out. So definitely take a listen to that and get some little movements going.
Definitely. I love music. I'm so addicted to music, really. When you ask me, what will you leave, or the TV or the radio? It's the TV. Go with the TV. don't steal my music. This is my life. I love listening to music. This is my life.
Ursula, let me ask you this. You only wrote your book, was it last year in 2020? You didn't write it in 2019, did you?
Yes, I wrote it last year, and the launch day was in February this year.
So what happened with it? You did a lot of stuff in like a year? You did all of this?
Yeah, not a year. I think it's a half year.
That's a lot of stuff that you did. I'm thinking about, and then you became. So I've always wanted to know this because this is one of my goals, is to become an international bestseller. What is that like when you get that certificate? What was that feeling like when Judy or or Dave told you about that? What was that like for you?
To be honest, I manifested this international best-selling author more than a year. Like you said, you manifest things, you're doing affirmations every day and when you meditate. It was so, whoa, I was speechless, but I think I could feel it the last year because I'm telling myself every day I'm an international best-selling author. But and the secret is always the feeling. You must feel it as if you have already achieved it. And it was speechless, but I wasn't so this party, come on, let's partying now, because I was this international best-selling. I've had all the stickers in the house where my cover was there with the international best-selling author. I manifested it with visualizing, and it was amazing, and I was so grateful. But it was done. It was done the last year for me in my thoughts, in my mind. Do you understand what I mean?
I do. And the reason why that's important, because you weren't thinking about writing a book. You were just like in this job that you were stuck in forever. And then you're a single mom and you didn't know what the hell you were going to do, right?
Exactly.
I mean, I could feel when I talked to you back in February, because that's the last time we spoke until, today, obviously. But I was like, wow, she did this. And I mean, and then you realize that 9-to-5 job, you're like, this is it. This is the best that I can do.
Yeah. You said the best sentence to me, really. I've had a lot of interviews, but you said one important sentence. This was, how do you feel? Because you have fired yourself, because I attracted it. I've had it in my mind. I want to go out from this 9-to-5 cycle. And you said, how do you feel? You fired yourself. And this is so true, Brian. I love this sentence. And it's so true, because I've had in my mind, I want to be an author, I want to be a coach, and I attracted it. After 22 years, out of nowhere, they fired me, and it was the best thing that could happen to me. Because now I'm really living my purpose, and I can do a job with happiness, joy, and and I can inspire and help people. I think it's the best what you can do in life.
And that's what you're doing now. You're helping a lot of people around the world. You have more people, more friends now than I bet you did when you were working your job, huh?
Exactly.
You have all these other authors that are rooting for you. I mean, I was telling you about, Tosh and Linda Steele and Terry, and I think Sherry back in February before you knew who they were. And I am always telling the girls, people are paying attention to what we're doing and they want to come on the show. They don't realize how long it takes to come on the show. But, Tasha, you'll love this, is that, like I said, I don't know who did it. I was like, wow, that's pretty creative. But Ursula's the only one that took the video of the interview that she did, put it on the website. And like I said, almost 9,000 views. And I said, good for her. Normally other people would be upset. I said, no, you're supposed to be happy, because that's what you're supposed to do. And Tasha understands that, because Ursula, she's the one that uploads all of our Zoom stuff, all of our stuff. So she has a feeling, so she can see everything that we're doing to the back door. And when we were rocking and rolling, we got up to, what did we get up to? 80,000 views and within a 29-day period. We were working our butts off. That was grueling.
And the audience is feeling that. They are feeling that. And when you have this energy and you put this energy into your work, you attract it, and you the readers or your audience is feeling this vibration, and they can feel your energy you put into your work. And for me, I love your show. And I see all of them. And I love the author shows with the different authors, because I'm convinced that everybody has a story. Everybody. I was an average person. I have nothing, no success story or something like that. I think everybody has a story. Every story is individual and amazing.
Well, and that's what I keep telling everybody. You might not write your story today, but eventually, if you get fortunate enough, you're going to write that story. And like I said, I'm already putting it out there that I'm going to be an international bestseller. But I want to see Tasha's book. I want to see Terry's feature book. Linda's almost done with hers. And that's a great thing, because what I learned from you guys from Hashmark, you guys did all this last year, being locked down. That's what's amazing about this. And I'm like, when did she become an international bestseller? I just talked to her. How did that happen?
Yeah, and it's not always the perfection, because people want to see errors or failures, or you don't have to write it so perfect. Be natural, be honest, and the people feel it. This is my opinion, because I'm sure they feel that this is your writing style, this is your story, and be honest with yourself always.
All right, Terry, tell Ursula what you do.
Well, what don't I do? I'm the fitness competitor, and I'm obviously a red carpet host with Brian. I've been with Brian for how many? 6 years? How long have I been working with you? 6 years at red carpet.
Six years, Ursula, and I can't get rid of her.
Yeah.
Totally understand this.
Well, I love interviewing people, and I love being on the red carpet, and I just love hearing stories about people. So that I love that stuff. So I have a little bit of background in acting. Right now I'm doing a lot of TikTok videos, just being silly on that. And then I'm going to be doing a show end of the summer. I'm training with my old trainer that first got me on stage. And then I'm going to be working with Brian with getting a fitness clothing line together and start my own brand. So those are the things I'm putting out there. And then, I tell Brian, well, I'll write my book when I'm ready, but I got things I got to do first. So, and then I also have a corporate job. So I'm a busy person. So.
Oh, wow. Well, this is amazing. And you are addicted to sports, right?
I've just been a workout gym rat my whole life. So, but I started competing at the age of 44. So I started competing in fitness competitions later. So age is just a number. And you are as old as you feel, and you're as young as you feel. And I really believe that it's, all mental, and I think some people age before their time because they think they're old in their head. You know what I mean? I was just watching a video, Brian, of the other day of this lady. She's 73, and she was, and it was on Facebook, and I love this kind of stuff. But she's throwing like one of those big tires around doing the CrossFit and doing push-ups, and like she's like, this little it just, to me, I love seeing that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It's never too late. It's never too late to inspire other people to do things that's out of their comfort zone.
And Ursula and Tosh, this is why I do my best to inspire Terry, even when she doesn't want to listen to me. I'm calling her constantly. Are you ready? Are you okay? Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Let's do this. We're gonna have to. Ursula, I need to have your book because I need to shove it in Terry's face.
We're all human, and we all have days. So you have to forgive yourself too when you have bad days.
And it's okay to have those days.
Yeah.
Not every day is gonna be happy. You gotta have those days where you have to feel out your feelings and
exactly
regenerate.
Yes.
And a lot of people deal with depression. I've dealt with depression with this crappy things that happen in my life, and I still deal with it. But you have to pull yourself out of it, and it's okay to have it. It's okay to have depression. It's okay to have anxiety. It's okay to admit, that you have these problems. You know what I mean? And but just be better. Be a better. I guess learn from it. If that makes any mistake,
be aware of it. Be aware of it and be mindful. Be aware that this feeling is here now and feel it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to feel this feeling. You are sad. Feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Cry. Scream out, and then let it go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let go. We are starting. Don't say, "Oh, go away, let it go."
Yeah.
Oh, no. You must feel this feeling. You are sad. Be sad. This is to be aware of it, embrace it, and say, "Okay, I hear you. Let it go."
That's why a lot of people get sick, physically and mentally. They get sick because they don't allow themselves to feel depression or feel anxiety. And they hold it in because they're embarrassed or they don't know how to deal with it. And then they end up getting sick. So
Right.
There's nothing wrong with talking about it. You know what I mean? Like, and working through it, you know, and being, I mean, again, we're all human. We all deal with it. So, you
Right.
know, and I think more people are talking about it now, because we've had other guests on our show that have talked about, you know, just anxiety or depression or stuff that they've dealt with and how they've coped with it.
Mm,
Hey,
absolutely.
hey, Tosh, Terry's on fire tonight. What's wrong with her?
What do you mean that's wrong?
She's
Is it?
inspired. She's,
I guess so.
she's
Ursula, see
feeling.
what you did? You must have done something to Terry. She's hot tonight.
I had a long day too. So anyway,
Hey, Ursula, talk about this. When you know, some of your friends around the world, your new friends, what are they liking about your book? What are they liking about your message? And talk about the new meditation that you're doing. What's special about that?
In my book, when I think about Terry's story and the fitness, my book starts with my personal story. I was a power lifter. It's really different to Terry, but it was my addiction, and I was a really good power lifter. I was lifting heavy weights, but I wasn't aware of my body, because I could eat what I want, I could do what I want. I only have to lift this 1-2 repetitions and very heavy, and this wasn't good because I wasn't aware of my body. And I make this extreme change from powerlifting to yoga, because my muscles and all everything in my body didn't work anymore. So because I wasn't aware of it, because I was lifting and go to sleep, eat, and that's it. And with yoga, I became this mindfulness, and I really have to concentrate on my body and my breath and my mind, my thoughts. And this was the extreme change. This is what the people can find in my book, and then how I clean up my world, and I clean up my friends, my mind, my home. I think it's very important to clean up your home. You have space in your mind, and there are a chapter with meditation and with yoga in it. And to come to Brian's meditation topic, I'm doing now with Judy, with Hesma Publishing, a really new business idea I've got out of nowhere. It came to me because I've always, when I read a book, I took the book and put it into the bookshelf, and that's it. And then the next book and the next book. And I couldn't feel the book, so I said, let's do a book meditation. I'm scripting and texting a meditation. I'm speaking it, or we can do a voiceover. And so you can bring the core content of the book into the subconscious mind. This is a new business idea Judy and I have had. And yeah, I hope the next weeks we have our first book meditations. This is
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So you come a long way in a year and maybe 5 months, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty impressive. Oh, and by the way, Roberto Delani's Method, another international best-selling author, says hi.
Yeah, he was one. Is he here?
Oh yeah, he's chiming in.
He has a book launch 1 week after me. Oh, perfect. Roberto is amazing.
So he's become one of our new male co-hosts. I didn't have many males, so he's joining our team. So, and yes, Terry, he's coming back June 25th, I think, for our
next
Tuesday
week?
show.
Or
No,
was it next week or the week
in a
after?
couple of weeks.
Okay. I was thinking next week, but
yeah, no, next week we have Rockers on, and he says hello. and you know what, Tosh, when you come out to Los Angeles, you'll like to meet Roberto, because he's inspiring.
He's awesome. We love him.
I love that. I love anyone who is inspiring, just has good vibes. You're a friend to me already.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is the new journey, the new book journey for me with this book meditation, and I'm so excited that I've had this idea, and Judy jumped on it, and she was excited too, and yeah, we will rock it.
Yes,
Ursula,
we will.
I'm curious. Out of all the 7 ways about that you talk about to live a happy life, what would you say was the hardest one for you to do?
biggest challenge for me was cleaning up your friends.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
That's a
This
good
one hits
one.
home.
Yes,
So hard.
as I mentioned before, I've really had this fear in my head. When I really clean up my friends, all negative friends, all complaining friends, all people, they're not good for me. I said, I'm alone. I'm alone in this world. What should I do now? And as I mentioned, I told them, let's change, let's be positive and take a new path and stop complaining and arguing and all this stuff. And they looked at me and said, "Oh, she's crazy now. Where is she? Is she in her spiritual cloud now, or something like that?" And I said, "Okay, I'll let it go and let it go. New friends will come into your life." And exactly this happened. A lot of positive and wonderful people came into my life and are coming in my life. But it was a hard decision because were old friends, and this was the hardest challenge for me, but it is so worth it. It's really worth it.
That's not easy, and and we've all gone through that. I mean, Terry and I have had some friends where they came in, they wanted to be around, but they had intentions, and then we shed them. And I think everybody goes through that. That's not easy at all. And then obviously, Ursula, you know this now, and I'm sure Roberto's had this happen too. And also, Terry, do you see the message on you?
Yeah, I miss Roberto too.
See, but it's one of those things where, as you're going up in stature, and Ursula, and I'm sure you're seeing this on your side too. All of those friends who left you in droves, they're always peeking to see what you're doing now, aren't they? And they're like, "Wait a minute, she's an international bestseller now. How did that happen? That's not the Ursula I know, right?"
Exactly. Yeah, this was exactly. And I know now, because they were complaining or speaking behind back others, they were speaking to me about me too. I'm getting, I was getting so compensated with so beautiful new friends, and I'm so grateful for them. But Tash, you asked me this question. I think this was the hardest, the biggest challenge for me of the 7 steps. The habits is also this daily disciplines, that you're really disciplined every day. Terry can tell a lot of stories with disciplines, with health and eating, but this daily disciplines to get up early in the morning and do your gratitude journal and do your meditation and your yoga and writing down your goals and this, because I was never an early bird. I was always I love sleeping very long in the past, and this was also a really hard challenge for me, to do my daily disciplines every day. If it's Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, doesn't matter, your daily disciplines. This was a challenge too, but you get used to it, and you love it when you do it 2, 3, 4 weeks. It becomes a new habit, a positive habit. But friends and habits changing and cleaning up was challenging.
See Terry, this hope. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. And with that, hey Roxy, let's take a look at this. Linda Steele. I think Linda or JoJo was cooking something, so I sent her a video over yesterday of macro made meals, because we have to eat healthy, we have to eat good, and it affects everything. And everybody in the world of fitness kind of knows that too.
Yeah.
So that was one of those things where I'm like, okay, they're making some great stuff, and we're going to get some. I think in 2 weeks, she's going to send us some stuff out for our Tuesday show, and Roberto will be there for that one. So that'll be good. So Tosh, again, pretty soon, macro made meals, you'll be getting some too, because we're going to test flying it into Miami to see how well that works. And if it works, sending it to me after 6 days and a bad time last November, they got it down pat now. So that's good.
That's exciting. That looked like some Brussels sprouts. What?
Yeah.
It was Brussels sprouts. I love
Right?
Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
And then the other thing we have to talk about our Popper and Barkley really quickly. You have to put that out there for that too, because if you go through movie reviews and more on Popper and Barkley, guess what? You get 15% off your first purchase. And some people are still doing that, and it's good to see that logging in like that too. So Ursula, with that, what's your inspirational? What would you say to new people who haven't read your book, who don't know who you are, but you want them to go and buy that, but you also want them to check out your meditation with you? What do you say to them?
What do I say to them? I want to tell you. I want to tell them that a lot of people have with this vision and this thoughts about meditation is to sitting for hours and doing to change your life, to calm down, to relax, and you have to sit for hours or for 30 minutes. This is not meditation. Meditation you can do. We in the West should think different because we are not in India. We should be aware and we should be mindful. You can meditate under the shower. You can meditate when you take a walk, when you're eating. This mindfulness eating, this really it's a topic for Terry, because you can do this mindful. You can do it with awareness, and you can meditate when you are cooking. You can meditate when you are speaking to your boyfriend or girlfriend. To be aware what you are doing with the sense of calmness and mindfulness. You don't have to sit or for an hour, and that's the same with my book, with my 7 steps. You don't have to buy something. You don't have to use your money to change your life. You can do it in calmness, and you can do it in relaxation and change your opinion, change your mind, change your friend, change your home, and change your self-love, change your love to others. And yeah, I think this is what I'm telling the readers, that you don't have to do something different or new for you. How should I say that? You can change it with 5 minutes every day to be kind, to be relaxed. And this meditation is not like sitting and doing all the time. It's about letting the past go away. Don't think about the future. Be in this present moment for 5 minutes doing, like Brian said, you can do and sit and say some affirmations, or you can manifest something. This is meditation. It's not sitting and being enlightened. You want to be enlightened for in a year or something like that. Really use this 5 minutes in the morning and in the evening. It's the best time. And be aware of you and your thoughts, and do some really good, grateful affirmations. That's the best you can do.
And Ursula, your website is scrolling at the bottom, but you say your website. It's always good to hear people say their own website.
It's easy. It's ursulaperl.com. You can find me, about me. You can find my book. You can find my meditations and my programs, and you can reach out to me on the contact side.
Hey, Tosh, give your social media links for Ursula so she can check out your music.
Yeah, so check me out. At Vocally Tosh is my handle for everything. And then there's my website, natasharumbasmusic.com.
Perfect. I will reach out.
And Terry, give you nonstop, because maybe Ursula will get a kick out of you watching you dance with your TikToks.
Terry Marie nonstop on all platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. And then my website is terrymarieofficial.com.
Perfect. My daughter will watch it, I'm sure. She's on TikTok the whole time.
Well, I like to do 80s rock music and 90s rock music, so I gotta do that era. What?
I always hear 80 musics, and she doesn't like it.
Well, no, not 80s, 90s, and through to, well, let's see, more like 90. Well, let me see, 80s hair bands, 90s music like Nirvana, that kind of stuff, and then 2000. I don't know. Like I do a mixture of stuff. I'm dating myself, but so
Amazing.
I'm a rocker at heart, so always have been.
So Ursula, so we got about 4 minutes left. What's your goal for the rest of the year? What are you working on? What do you want?
What do I want? I want to set up this business with Judy and Hesmark Publishing. This is my really huge goal, to work with them and to bring the book meditation out to the readers and to the authors. And this is my purpose, and I really love to bring this meditation, this book content into the subconscious mind, to the readers with the meditation. This is my really huge goal. And so the readers have more opportunity to get this content into their mind. And to set up this business with Judy is my huge goal. And we are working every week on it, and it will be huge and amazing, really inspiring.
And give you social media links.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can go on ursulaperl.com/Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn. Yeah, and of course you can hear my meditation on my YouTube channel, Ursula Perl.
I've actually been doing that too.
Oh,
It's inspiring. It's inspiring. Well, we all need inspiration, right?
yeah, and there are so different meditations on it. So focus meditation, abundance meditation. We can need all of that. Attracting, love meditations, everything. Check it out. I have really a lot of meditations on it.
All right. So with that, Tosh, vocally Tosh, check out her stuff, her social media links, her songs,
Oh yeah,
all the
I'm
stuff that
adding
she's
her.
doing, all the stuff that Tasha does, and nonstop. You got to go to her TikTok because that's really where she wants people to go. See her dancing like a fool, but she's dancing and she's happy. That's all that matters. And Ursula, thank you for being patient going back to February. I'm very, very honored to have you on here, and you become one of our friends now. So, and you will be invited to our Dreamweaver Artist Ranch to give you meditations next year. So, that's a fun part. That's special. Not everybody's invited to this, but you're one of the ones that are coming. All right.
Oh, this is amazing. Thank you so much. This is, I really appreciate really. Thank you for having me here.
And as I always say, before we chime off, and it's very, very important, especially now, if you see someone without a smile, please give them one of yours because the world needs it. I'm Brian Sebastian. This is Movie Reviews and More. Please check out everybody's social media links. Go to their website, please. And if you can, please support the Dreamweaver Artist Ranch because this is what it's all about. If you're invited to that means something, but it's about helping those artists and saving those artists. It doesn't matter if you're in the world of fitness, if you're a writer, in the world of poetry, it's about that, having that outlet that a lot of people don't get a chance to shine. So with that, we will see you next week. And thank you, everybody.